Hi, do you want to learn the drum beats to classic songs like Dude Looks Like a Lady by Aerosmith? Imagine by John Lennon?
Imagine all the people.
All the Small Things by Blink-182?
All the small things, true care.
Let's Stay Together by Al Green?
Since we've been together.
Let the Good Times Roll by The Cars?
Let the good times roll.
Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding?
I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide.
Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears? And Beverly Hills by Weezer. Hi, my name is Chris Lemp, and I'm from the Dynamic Drum School, and today is part 2 of the 8th Note Drumming Series. Today, I'm going to teach you 2 new great drum beats that will fit all the songs that I just mentioned. The first drum beat will fit with the songs like Imagine by John Lennon, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding, Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears, and Dude Looks Like a Lady by Aerosmith. The second drum beat will fit with Beverly Hills by Weezer, Let the Good Times Roll by The Cars, and Let's Stay Together by Al Green. So both of these drum beats have the same hand pattern from the first drum beat that you learned. There's going to be 8 eighth notes on the hi-hat, and then on 2 and 4, you're going to hit the hi-hat and the snare together. So this is example 1 on the PDF. Let's practice this together. Let's review it real quick at 50 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, let's take a look at number 2. To start off, we have the hi-hat and the bass drum together on beat 1. Then on the 2 in the and, it's just the hi-hat. Then on beat 3, it's the hi-hat and the bass drum together. The and a 3, it's the hi-hat and the bass drum together. And then the 4 and the and, it's just the hi-hat. So you see this is really similar to the last beat. The bass pattern is almost the same. We're just adding one more bass drum on the and a 3. So let's give this a shot at 50 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Great, now we're going to put the whole beat together and add the snare. So starting on beat 1, we have just the hi-hat and the bass. Then on the and a 1, it's just the hi-hat. Then on beat 2, hi-hat and snare. Then just the hi-hat on the and a 2. On beat 3, we have hi-hat and bass. Then again, hi-hat and bass on the and a 3. Then on beat 4, hi-hat and snare. And then just the hi-hat. So let's try this at 50 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, so the next beat, the hi-hat and the snare are the same. So you're going to be doing 8 eighth notes on the hi-hat, 2 and 4 on the snare. The bass drum, we're just adding one more bass drum on the and a 1. So we'll just start with the hi-hat and the bass pattern. Starting on beat 1, hi-hat and bass. The and a 1, this is the new one, hi-hat and bass. And then the 2 in the and is just the hi-hat. Then the 3, hi-hat and bass. The and a 3 is the hi-hat and the bass. And then the 4 in the and is just the hi-hat. So let's try this at 50 beats per minute. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now let's put the whole beat together. On beat 1, we have the hi-hat and the bass drum. On the and, we have the hi-hat and the bass drum. Then on beat 2, we're adding the snare. Then the and a 2 is just the hi-hat. And then basically it just repeats for the second half of the measure. On beat 3, hi-hat and bass. And a 3, hi-hat and bass. Then on the 4, hi-hat and snare. And then just the hi-hat. So let's try this together at 50 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Great, now that you feel comfortable playing both drum beats, the next step is to try to move your leading hand to a different sound source. So whichever hand you lead with, maybe move that hand from the hi-hat to the ride cymbal, or maybe try it on the crash cymbal, the floor tom, a cowbell, a rim, whatever. Just the idea is by moving your hand to a different area of the drum set, for some reason it just kind of makes it more difficult for your brain to kind of process that. So it's great practice. You feel like you got it down with just the hi-hat, but as soon as you move it to the other side of the drum kit, it makes it more difficult. So what you want to do is practice it with 2 measure phrases and 4 measure phrases. If you're enjoying this lesson and you want more content like this, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Thanks a lot. The next step is to try these with the 2 practice loops. The first loop is at 70 beats per minute, and this is for the first drum beat. This is example number 3 on your PDF. The second loop is example number 5 on your PDF at 90 beats per minute. So I recommend practicing first with the loops because there's 4 measures of drums, and then I take 4 measures out with the drums, 4 measures with drums, and then 4 measures out. If you want to practice both drum beats on both loops, you'll notice when you download the free PDF, there's also 2 MP3s. So what I did is I took these same practice loops, but I just took the drums out with those. So then that way you could practice either drum beat with either loop. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1. Awesome. So now that you can play both drum beats and you can play them at 70 beats per minute and 90 beats per minute with the play along tracks, the next step is check out the last page of the PDF file and you'll see the extensive list of all the songs that match these two drum beats. And I also put the beats per minute next to each song. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button. I'm going to be putting out a new video for this series every 2 weeks. The next lesson, part 3, is going to be how to add a crash cymbal to all these drum beats. And then part 4 is going to be how to add 8th note drum fills. So I hope you're enjoying the series. We'll see you in a few weeks and have a good one. Thanks.